Poco X3 Pro performance on Miui 12.5.1 global stable. Hey peeps, what's up? Manchi here, back with another video, and a lot of you have been asking me about the performance of the Poco X3 Pro on the official MIUI 12.5.1 stable. Now, do note I do have the international variant and we have already gotten MIUI 12.5.1. When is this update going to be rolled out for the Indian variant? I'm not sure on that, but I think yesterday or a few days back it was rolled out in Turkey or some other region and the change log was exactly the same. So when it is rolled out in India, expect the same performance is all I would like to say. Now, I am not going to bore you with the Antutu tests on the screen or anything like that, but a few things I would like to mention is that all the tests were done at obviously 120 hertz, and then the ambient temperature was below 30 degree Celsius. Now why this because the baseline which I have, which is from 12.0.5, was also done in the same ambient temperature and without a case. So here on screen are the Antutu scores from my Poco X3 Pro review, and as you can see we were constantly in the 56 range, sometimes in the 55s. The battery used was around 3% for each of the Antutu tests. Now here on screen are the back-to-back Antutu tests. I would of course like to mention that the tests are run back-to-back. So here on screen are the scores for the Antutu version 9 back-to-back, 4 of them. And as you can see we are constantly in the 57s and the battery used is 3343. Now, of course, so the performance going by the numbers has definitely been increased as opposed to decreased. But another important thing to note over here is that because you're increasing the performance, the battery usage has of course gone up, so has the temperatures. Because if you notice the first and the last Antutu run on MIUI 12.5, you will notice that the temperature has gone up by 8.3 and 3.7. So battery usage has of course gone up, so has the temperature. Now next up, after the back-to-back Antutu tests, what I run is your CPU throttle test. Even in that, you can see that 12.5 did not throttle as much as compared to say 12.0.5, but the battery usage went up by 3%. So when I executed CPU throttle test on 12.0.5, it executes for like 15 minutes, battery usage was 5%. This time around it was 8%. So yeah, the performance has been increased, but do expect some more heating and some more battery usage. Now benchmark scores aside, let us check the real world performance because that is what I personally prefer. So app opening animations, you can see Poco launchers app opening animations are still broken. Let us try to access the Google feed and then try to go back. You see, it goes back in slow motion and this is at 120 hertz. Now, some of you might ask, hey Manchi, why at 120 hertz? Well, the device is said to be a high refresh rate display, so we are using 120 hertz, and of course there is some slow motion lag when you go from your Google feed to your home screen. You can also try this at 120. So let me go into settings and display and change it to the standard 60. Let us see if that fixes anything. Maybe a little bit smoother. Yeah, it is better than 120, but then again, my whole point is why would I want to buy a 120 hertz display if I cannot use it at 120? So yeah, the real world performance is not reflected in benchmark scores, and yes, you do still have the jitters and lags in the UI. Then let us check out the RAM management. Let me open the Gallery, Play Store, File Manager, DRM Info application along with the phone, the messages, and the Chrome application. Of course, I should be on the Twitter homepage. Next up, let us open PUBG Mobile. So there it is. It was loaded pretty fast. Next up, let us try the same thing with Call of Duty as well. And there it is, no issues with that. But what we are wanting to check over here is that whether the seriously, come on, gotta be kidding me. These touchscreen issues on the Poco X3 are ridiculous. Anyway, so what we were trying to check is the RAM management. So let us go back to gallery. Okay, Play Store loaded, file manager loaded, DRM info in the memory, phone, messages, Chrome. So yeah, so all the applications which we had opened earlier were still in the memory. By loaded, I meant loaded from the memory. Let us now go back to PUBG Mobile. So yes, the game is in the memory, and let me try to figure out the touchscreen issues on this guy. Let us open Call of Duty again. Yes, so yeah, RAM management is good. You had all the small apps and all the big apps like Call of Duty and PUBG Mobile in the memory. So there it is, peeps. That was a small look at the performance on the Poco X3 running MIUI 12.5.1 global stable based on Android 11. And that will do it for this video. Hope my video helped you. Likes, shares and subscribes are appreciated. Feedback and comment more than welcome. See you when I see you.